Okay, so this is your femur. So this is the bone that goes into your hip like this. So wherever the head is, that's going to be your medial side. So this is your head, the top part. Around that, right here, is your neck. Flipping the bone to the posterior side, looking at the posterior side, at the top right here is your greater trochanter. Greater trochanter. Going down to this is your lesser trochanter. In between, going from the greater trochanter to the lesser trochanter, is your intertrochanteric crest. Intertrochanteric crest. So it's the ridge that's going in between both of them. If you flip the bone back to the anterior side, going from the greater trochanter back to the lesser trochanter is your intertrochanteric line. Intertrochanteric line. Okay, flipping back to the posterior side, in between the greater trochanter and the lesser trochanter, there's a bump right here. This is called your quadrate tubercle. Quadrate tubercle, the bump in between. If you go down a little bit, there's another little bump over here, and that's called your gluteal tuberosity. Gluteal tuberosity. Okay, so that's all the stuff on the top here pretty much. Now we're going to start going down the shaft. So coming off of the lesser trochanter, coming this way, is called your pectineal line. Goes like this, pectineal line. Moving down the shaft, in the middle of the shaft, right here, is your linea aspera. Linea aspera. Okay, now we're at the distal end of the femur. Right here is the surface area. It's called your popliteal surface space. Right here, this flat part. Okay, now flipping the bone back to the anterior surface, we're going to go over the condyles. So this is your medial side because of the head. So your medial side. So this is your medial condyle. And this would be your lateral condyle. Medial, lateral. On the front here, the smooth part, where this metal piece is, if you can see it, is your patella surface. That's where your patella rests. On the side, on your medial condyle, there's a bump right here. And that's called your adductor tubercle. Now, if you remember at what adduction is, it's moving a segment of the body towards the midline of the body. So, adductor tubercle, this bump. So it's toward the midline of the body. And then the last thing on here is on the posterior side, in between the condyles, so intercondylar fossa. That's your intercondylar fossa. And that is your femur.